Welcome to Mattavara Dual Institute of Technology. This is the free virtual learning center for everybody. Become an eminent scientist, a professor, an engineer, an innovator in the shortest possible time and in the simplest possible way. Learn free at any place, learn free at any time, learn free at any place. Good luck, learners. Have a good day. This program is brought to you by Mattavara Dual Institute of Technology, MDAIT. This is the free virtual learning center for everybody. Learn almost, almost, almost everything free and become an eminent scientist, an eminent professor, an eminent engineer, an eminent innovator through Zoom virtual meetings, irrespective of geographical location, with or without the need for constant internet connectivity. Just register your name for free webinars. To register your name for free webinars, please save this number in your mobile and then send your name by WhatsApp message and send your name by email to x99@yahoo.com. Please spread this message to all your contacts so that somebody in some corner of the world will get some benefit out of this free, unique, and amazing opportunity. This is an Atmanirbhara Bharata initiative. Go green, save trees. Good luck, viewers. Have a good day. Thanks to Corona for having made this possible. Not only that, you can start your own business entity without investment. You can provide all necessary and sufficient training to do so. Learn almost everything free. Become a scientist, professor, engineer, innovator. Just send your name by WhatsApp message to this number and by email to x99@yahoo.com. Attend free webinars through Zoom. Visit www.excellenttuitions.com. Efforts are always made to present the information correctly, clearly, and completely in this presentation. However, every keystroke is itself an important source of error, and therefore the end users are required to make use of the information provided here at their own risk, fully knowing their own personal limitations, if any. The study material supplied by the learners is exclusively used wherever possible in the presentations so that the learners will be able to learn from the same study material which they have. However, additional explanations, classroom examples, and exercises will be included as and when required to make the subjects more simpler and easier to learn. The video recording of all free virtual sessions are made available to all participants to enable them to go through the same as many times as required in individual cases to become an expert in the topic covered during the sessions through the link to YouTube, which is also beneficial to all those who could not join the online session for any reason whatsoever. Hope you will enjoy the session as much as I do it. Welcome to Mattavara Do All Institute of Technology, the free virtual learning center for everybody. Become an eminent scientist, an eminent professor, an eminent engineer, an eminent innovator in the shortest possible time and in the simplest possible way. Learn free at any place. Learn free at any time. Learn free at any pace. Thanks to Corona for having made this possible. This is an Atmanirbhara Bharata initiative. Good luck, learners. Have a good day. To participate in this online free virtual learning opportunity that is provided by Mattavara to all Institute of Technology, just you have to send your name either by WhatsApp to the number 9844027371 in India, or by email to x9t9@yahoo.com. Today, we will examine something like what is astrology, what is a horoscope, how does a South Indian horoscope in particular looks like, what is
Rameshji,
so
Rameshji,
yeah, good evening.
Rameshji.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right now, yesterday I talked to you.
uh-huh.
Mainly,
Yeah,
I'm primarily interested in knowing my Chandra Dasha.
yeah,
What are
yeah.
the things?
I will tell you. So we'll revise a little bit, so that that clarification regarding this Navamsha Kundali D9 and the Rashi Kundali D1, that will become more clarified today. So just if we have the South Indian horoscope like this, a blank horoscope, it is difficult to say which block contains what. But the moment we say it is D1, which is called the sign chart, where each block corresponds to a 30-degree of angular distance, and there are 12 signs. So we know that it will represent the different signs, like something like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. So this we must memorize. But it can be remembered by using this type of numbering scheme also, where 1 refers to Taurus, Aries, 2 for Taurus, 3 for Gemini, 4 for Cancer, in that order. And this type of numbers, called English numbers, are used for identifying the signs. You can also remember by writing abbreviation for the different names of the signs. It is AR for Aries, A for Taurus, etc. So that after a few times referring, we will be remembering each block represents what. And within each sign, there will be something like 9 quarters. That means 4 quarters of Ashwini and Bharani plus 1 quarter of Kritika makes 9. So they will be allotted this place which is reserved for these stars, plus it is reserved for the Aries sign. So Taurus, it is the second, third, fourth of Kritika, Rohini full, which is another 4, plus Mrugashira 1, 2, which will make the 9 quarters, and that will be in this block, which is identified as Taurus. In that way, every block has got 9 quarters, 12 into 9, 108 quarters are there. So therefore, they will be identified in that locations there. There is another thing called ascendant. or Lagna. This is counted from where the so-called rising sign is there, considering this a 24-hour clock which rotates one rotation in one day. So each block corresponds to 2 hours because there are 12 blocks. Each block is 2 hours, so totally 24 hours. So at sunrise time, where the sun is falling on which particular sign, that is called ascendant. It is shown by drawing a diagonal as shown in the figure. And that place is counted at number 1. From there, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. are written in clockwise using Roman numbers. So the Roman numbers indicate what are called houses. So every 2 hours the ascendant changes, and therefore numbering is made relative to the ascendant. That also changes. So there will be 12 different ascendants, and therefore numbering will be 12 different types. So once the ascendant is fixed, the arrangement is fixed. Now if we write D9, then these blocks do not represent any signs at all, but they will represent just 1/9 of a sign. Every sign has got 9 quarters. So D9 chart will show 1 quarter per block. So it will be something like this, where the numbers written in the corner represent something like these numbers represent the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Then this is of the 1 star, and this is the first, second, third, and fourth quarter of second star, and this is the third star, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. That means this place can be Ashwini 1, Ashwini 2, Ashwini 3, Ashwini 4, Bharani 1, Bharani 2, Bharani 3, Bharani 4, Kritika 1, Kritika 2, Kritika 3, Kritika 4. Now for 3 stars, this one round is over. So we will keep on repeating this 9 times so that all the 27 stars are covered. Now, for example, Ashwini 1, Ashwini 2, Ashwini 3, Ashwini 4, Bharani 1, Bharani 2, Bharani 3, Bharani 4, Kritika 1, Kritika 2, Kritika 3, Kritika 4. Then Rohini 1, Rohini 2, Rohini 3, Rohini 4, Mrugashira 1, Mrugashira 2, Mrugashira 3, Mrugashira 4, Aridra 1, Aridra 2, Aridra 3, Aridra 4. Punarasu 1, Punarasu 2, Punarasu 3, Punarasu 4, Pushya 1, Pushya 2, Pushya 3, Pushya 4, Aslesha 1, Aslesha 2, Aslesha 3, Aslesha 4. Like that, we keep on continuing. So finally, it will come up to Revati star here after 9 rounds. Now that means this block can represent any one of these 9 stars. This block, any one of the 9 stars. This is any one of the 9 stars of this quarter number 1. Quarter number 1. Quarter number 1. So afterwards there will be 2, 3, 4 coming like that. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So if you see this blue color one, first it is Ashwini 1, 2, 3, 4, Bharani 1, 2, 3, 4, Kritika 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it is Rohini 1, 2, 3, 4, Mrugashira, Aridra. Then Punarvasu, Pushya, Aslesha. Maka, Kubha, Uttara. Hasta, Chitta, Swati. Vishaka, Anuradha, Jyeshta. Moola, Purvashada, Uttarashada, Shravana, Dhanishta, Satanisha, Purvabhadra, Uttarabhadra, Revati. So, by filling up all of them, it can be like this. So, D9 means these are the positions for every block. Every block has got 9 quarters only. So, it goes like Ashwini 1, 2, 3, 4, Bharani 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Then, like that repetitions. So, everything covered up to Revati. Now, if we say that we are writing for Aries, then it can have only these 9 quarters, not more. That means this and this place will not be any having planet there. We can have the planet, if it is in Aries, it can be in one of these 9 places only, not in any other place. If it is Taurus, we have completed up to here for the previous one. So it starts from here 3 plus this 4 plus this 2. So that becomes 9. So here it will not be there for Taurus. Similarly, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Now, ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನೋ ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. So the allotment of each block is for that 9 rounds. Now a planet, any planet can be in these places. It is for Aries. Taurus, it can occupy only those places. Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Now, if you take an example horoscope like this, then this will be the D9. How it comes, we can see here. Here you see, this one can be written by looking at what is the star and quarter in which this sun is there. Sun is in Pushya 1. Pushya 1 means we have to check here. It is Ashwini here, Bharani, Krutike, Rohini, Mrugashira, Aridra, Punarvasu, Pushya. So Pushya 1 means here only. So sun is here. Next is Punarvasu 4. So Pushya, it will come up to here. Punarvasu starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is that we'll check here. Ashwini, Bharani, Krutike, Rohini, Mrugashira, Aridra, Punarvasu here. Punarvasu 4 means it will come here. So that is, we are referring to the D9 now. Okay. So it this is that Punarvasu 4 plus. Then Swati 4 for Mars. So Swati will be something like Maka, Kubba, Uttara, Hasta, Chitta, Swati. Swati 4 means it is here. So that is the Mars there. Mercury is Maka 1. So this is Maka 1. Bharani 4. So Ashwini 4 is here, Bharani 4 is here, so it will come here. So that is the Jupiter. Venus is Pushya 3. See, Punarvasu comes here, Pushya 3 will come up to here. So this is Venus. Hasta 3. See, Maka, Kubba, Uttara, Hasta 3 comes here. So that is Saturn. Then Rahu is Dhanishta. So it is like Maka, Pubba, Uttara, Hasta, Chitta, Swati, Vishaka, Anuradha, Jyeshta, Mula, Purvashada, Uttarashada, Shravana, Dhanishta. Dhanishta it is 2. 1, 2. It will play. This is the Rahu. This one. Then Ketu is Aslesha 4. So Aslesha starts here 1, 2, 3, 4. So Ketu is here. Then ascendant is Uttara Bhadra 1. So Uttara comes here, 1 is that itself. So that is the ascendant. So this will give the sign. We know here we can say Jupiter is in Aries, but it is in which star and quarter we cannot tell from this. That we can tell only by looking here. So Jupiter is in which star and quarter. Like that, if these two are there, then this table is not necessary. If this table is there, we can construct this and this at any time. So here we know which is the star and quarter, which sign it will be there. So therefore, we can write down there, then fill up Sun in Cancer. So we will fill up here. Moon in Cancer, we write there. Mars in Libra, so we will write here. Mercury in Leo, so we write there. Like that, we can just fill up the text. And using this star and quarter, we fill up the D9. So these two can be drawn, completed using this table here. In computerized horoscopes, we will getting this angular location of these planets. So that also we can write down there, so that in between one pada and another pada, how much space has already been moved and what is the remaining traveling time required in that particular pada. We can find out from the knowing angular position. Now, if a planet is in Aries here, see, this is how only these places it can occupy in the D9 chart. It cannot come here. The moment it comes here, this has to move to the next place there. See, like that. Then, if the planet is in Taurus, in Navamsha chart, it can be only occupying these places. It cannot come here, here, or here. If it comes here, that means this has to move to the next sign there, that is Gemini. Then these 9 positions will be occupied. When it comes here, this has to move to the next position. Then like that, it will continue. Every sign a planet occupies in the sign chart, in the Navamsha Kundali or D9, it will occupy specific positions only, not the remaining place, because only 9 quarters it can accommodate. So this is how the allotment and sign chart D1 and D9, how they are constructed. Now, if these stars are written, this 9 by 9, one column 9, another column 9, another column 9, this order, that means order comes this way, column wise, then we go here and come in this way, then come in this way. Now, this Ashwini, Maka, Mula, they are ruled by Ketu. The ruling period is for 7 years. Bharani, Pubba, Purvashada ruled by Venus, and ruling period is 20 years. Like that, all these things, they have this one. This is called Dasha or period in English. If you add up all this, you will get 120 years. Now, depending on the particular example horoscope, we can find a number which is allotted to every planet in the horoscope. These are called positional values. That is, a planet has got a positional value depending on which sign it occupies. See, in this case, Sun is in Cancer here in the example. So, Sun in Cancer means this number is 3, we will take. Then moon is also in Cancer. If you take moon, it is 2. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Then Mars is in Libra. That is here. So it is 5 plus 3 is 8. Then Mercury is in Leo. It is 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Then Jupiter. Jupiter is in Aries. That is number 3. So how much it became? 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. 12. Venus is in Cancer. 12 plus 4, 16. Then Saturn, where is that? It is in the Virgo. So Virgo is only 1. So how much it became? I think 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 1,
17.
9.
17.
Yeah, 9 plus 3, 12. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 plus 1, 17. So that 17 I have written here. This is multiplied by this factor, that is 17 by 12 is a constant for whatever the number comes here. Not that this 17 is written there, it is not. Here if 21 comes, you write 21 there, but this will be 17 by 12 only. Multiply this sum by 17 and divide by 12. Whatever you get is a number 24. Now subtract it from 120. That gives the lifespan, average lifespan for a person born in this horoscope. So maximum lifespan is 120 years. That's different periods we have given there, and this comes to 96 years. Now travel time of planets and ascendant in sign sun quarter. So sun takes 30 days to travel through one sign. It is not standing anywhere. It is continuously moving like this. And time taken is 1 month for one sign. So 12 months for 12 signs. That means it takes 1 year to make one round. Whereas in one star, it is 13 days and 8 hours. In one quarter, it takes 3 days and 8 hours. So in one nakshatra pada, the sun will be traveling, taking 3 days and 8 hours. Moon is a faster planet. Every day one sign it covers, one star it covers. Every quarter it covers in 6 hours. So Mars is next faster one. It takes 5 days for a quarter. So one star it is 20 days and 45 days for a month, for a sign. Say Mercury and Venus, they take same as 30 days as Sun. So same values will be available there. Jupiter takes 1 year to travel through one sign. Aries 1 year, Taurus 1 year, Gemini 1 year, like that. So it comes to like 40 days for one quarter of a star, and 4 times of that is 160 days for one star. So Saturn takes 2.5 years. It becomes like 100 days for one quarter of a star. 4 times of this is 400 days for one sign. Rahu Ketu take 1.5 years. That means 60 days for one quarter. 4 times of that is 240 days for one star. Ascendant is the fastest. It takes only 2 hours for passing through one sign, which is called the ascendant by the same name. And for one quarter, it takes 13 minutes and 20 seconds. So 4 times of that is 53 minutes 20 seconds for travel through one star. Now sun always moves in clockwise, and it is called direct motion of the planet. So it is because sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Again next day rises in the east, sets in the west. It continues. So it is represented here as clockwise motion and direct motion, it is called. Moon also same thing. it will travel in one direction only. This is called clockwise motion or direct motion. So sun and moon always travel in direct motion only. Now this Rahu and Ketu, they are opposite to each other by 180 degrees. They always move in the opposite direction. This is called retrograde motion or anti-clockwise motion. Whereas remaining five planets, they have a mixed motion. That is, sometimes they travel in the clockwise direction, sometimes they go backwards, visit the previous block they have left, and again go by clockwise direction. Something of this type. So this type of motion is called the retrograde motion. Now the houses identify the characteristics of the individual on these things. The first house is called the ascendant. It is called Tanu in Kannada or Sanskrit. It represents body, physical body. So here it gives some idea of the character, behavior, challenges and opportunities faced by the individual. The second place always represents different things like money. Dhana means money. Kutumba means family. Vidya means general education. Vak means speech. So finance, family, education, speech are identified by this second house. Third house is called Bhratrasthana or for brothers, but we can include sisters also, and also all others we meet in day-to-day life. And it also indicates something about short journeys undertaken by the individual. Fourth represents Matru or mother, Sukha or comfort, Vahana, otherwise something like conveyance facilities, etc. So mother, comfort, conveyance. Also it indicates lands and buildings in case they have one or what. Fifth place is called Putra, means children. It is also called Purva Punya. You can call it as goodwill. Sixth place is death, disease, enemies, litigations, which are faced by the individual. Seventh place represents the spouse or partners in business. Eighth place is called Mangalyasthana or Ayusthana, lifespan, unearned wealth will be given here. Ninth place is called Pitru, means father, Bhagya means luck, charity, father, luck, foreign travel are indicated by this number 9th house. 10th is workplace, profession or business. 11th is income or gains, labha or gains. 12th house is for expenditure, moksha, losses or liberation. So these are the factors represented by the different houses in a horoscope. So these houses are called or identified by different type of names. The houses 1, 4, 7, 10, they are called as Kendrasthana or quadrants because they are at 90 degrees at each other. 1, 5, 9 are called trines or trikona because they make equilateral triangle like thing. The angle between them is 120 degrees. 2, 5, 8 and 11, which are next to this Kendrasthana, they are called as Panapura. Third, 4th and 12th. They are called as Apoklima. 3, 6, 10, 11. They are called Upasya. Different categories they have made. Now, the planet also represents something. So, sun always represents father, or it is called as Atma. Mother, moon is representing mother or mind. Mars represents brothers, courage. We can include here sisters and other people also. Mercury for general intelligence. Jupiter for education, goodwill, and children. Venus is for spouse or business partners. Saturn for lifespan. Rahu, father's side relations. Ketu, mother side relations. Like that. So, example, if the ascendant or lagna is the Pisces, then 7th house of that is Virgo. So, that represents family, business partner, etc. Position of the Venus is significator for family or business. He is in Leo in this chart. Lord of the 7th Mercury is also in Leo. Saturn is in 6th. So, we can see which planet is in which location, what is the nature of that house, and which planet responsible for these things are located there. Like that, we can identify. Now, here we have to use what is known as 3 monkeys rule. That is, don't speak evil, don't see evil, don't hear evil. That means to understand what the planets, stars, quarters, and ascendant represent, we will have plenty of books available in the market, both in printed form as well as in soft copy form. So there, what we have to read is, while reading, if you come across something written bad, just ignore that. We should not see that at all. We should not tell that also. We should not hear that also. Pick up only the good things, and we have to prepare a summary of what it represents. Now, this balance of dasha at birth, or it is the ruling period of the star. Example, birth star is Punarvasu in 4th quarter in Cancer. Jupiter's total ruling period is 16 years. See, for Punarvasu star, and 1, 2, 3 are already completed. He is in the 4th. So therefore, dividing 16 years into 4 parts, 12 years is already over. So balance is 4 years we can take, like that. If you want little accurate result, then we have to go and locate in 4th star, that is Punarvasu 4th quarter, where exactly the position is there. That means in the 4th quarter also, here you see 0.63 degree is already, rather it is balance is available. Already some 2.7 degrees are already over. 3.33 degrees is equal to 1 quarter. So in Punarvasu 4th quarter, 2.7 degrees is already over, balance available 0.63. If you work out that, it comes like Jupiter Dasa balance at birth is like 9 months and 2 days. So adding this to the date of birth, we can find when the Jupiter Dasa ends here. After the Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Dasa will come, then Mercury, then Ketu, Venus, Sun Dasa, then Moon Dasa. The Sun Dasha is over by 23rd April 22. Next 10 years, we will have the Moon Dasha. Afterwards, 7 years of Mars and 18 years of Rahu will come. Now, see, we have got something like this sign chart and the Navamsha Kundali. Like that, in Dasha period also, it is not that a person has Venus Dasha for 20 years, means all the 20 years he will enjoy every comfort and luxury like that. Because the planets are going round and round at their own speed. Some of them will go faster, some of them will be slightly slower related to other things. So they will also influence the working. So here what is made is like this. See, Jupiter Dasha ends in the 53, 23rd April 53 it is over. Then Saturn Dasha will add that 19 years for that. Then Mercury 17 years, Ketu 7 years, Venus 20, Sun 6, Moon 10, Mars 7, and Rahu 18. So it will come up to here like that. Now in the first place itself, the period of moons, Dasha of 10 years is again distributed and it is among all the planets in the same ratio in which the ruling period was there. That means during the moon dasha, first 10 months, moon himself will be ruling. So this is called dasha, this is called bhukti, or it is called period and sub-period. So the sub-period ends in February 23. Then this Mars will come for 7 months. It ends in the September. Then Rahu, it ends here. So that means now up to this period is over. So what is pending is from this point onwards. So Mars dasha, moon dasha, Rahu sub period, it lasts for 1 year 6 months. It ends on 23rd March 25. That means one more year is there. So like this it comes. So the 10 years is covered up to here. So this is one step reduction, like Rashi Navamsha Kundali. This is like further subdivision. Once now we see September 23, Moon Mars, that period is ended. Moon Rahu started, it is 1 year 6 months. It ends in this one. But in this one, again, Moon period, Rahu sub period. This is called Rahu sub period. First preference is given to the ruler himself. So 2 months and 27 days is given to Rahu, 2 months 12 days given to Jupiter, 2 months 25 days given to Saturn, 2 months 16 days for Mercury, 1 month 1 day for Ketu, 3 months for Venus, 27 days for Sun, 1 month 15 days for Moon, 1 month 1 day for Mars, and that ends in February 20. So this is the period that is covered here. So like this, they have reduced this to 3 more levels so that what happens between every day like that we can find in detail analysis. Now, to understand what this one is, what we have to do is, we must have to take any textbook on astrology, any book available. So, there they will give you the details of all these things. What happens in Sun Dasa, and it is in the Sun sub period, and in the Sun sub period. Starting from first day, last day. There will be so many paragraphs will be there. Now, what is required for us, we have to take. That means from this 23 onwards, because this 25 is not completed, this last 1 year only, how it comes, you have to see. That means you see here up to December 23, we have Moon, Rahu, period, sub-period, sub-period. So after that, during this period, what happens, it will be given in the book. Then we will give about this one. So whatever is there, we have to collect. And while collecting, we will use that three monkey principle. That means if he has written anything bad, don't write it. Whatever is good he has written, you collect them. Then we have to summarize all these things. So this is one step during something called predicting the characteristic of a person born in a particular star and a particular quarter. Knowing about the ruling period of the particular planet, how much is already elapsed at the birth time, how much balance is available at birth time. Adding that balance to the date of birth, we get the ending period of that one. Afterwards, in that sequence of Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, again Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn. That sequence, it will continue. That one sequence takes 120 years. That is the maximum lifespan of an individual. Now, knowing the position of the planets in different blocks in the that is the sign chart or the D1 chart, we can give value of positional values of every planet which is located in the particular horoscope, find the total sum, multiply by 17 by 12, you get the sum years. That subtract from 120, that gives the lifespan. So add that lifespan, for example, in this case 96 years, add it to the date of birth. So till such time, we can search. We can go further also, we can go backward also, because we can make use of all available resources either to increase the lifespan or to decrease the lifespan. Both are possible. It is not that they are all engraved in black, jet black, hard granite stone. They are not engraved. It is written in the chalk piece on a slate. So we can always erase it, rewrite it, modify it, etc. So there is actually this horoscope is considered as something like a user handbook. Now, user handbooks for fan, the mobiles, refrigerator, air conditioner, whatever we buy, they will describe how to operate it, which are the packings to be removed before switching on, what are the safety steps, precautions we have to take, all such things they will describe there. Plus at the end, they will leave some pages and with the heading notes. That means you can note down there maybe the person who will be doing servicing or any number to be contacted during emergency, anything like that, etc. It is a surprise that 2 days back I saw a news item. In Sydney, a house was advertised for available for rent. A customer went there and he checked all the rooms, went to bathroom, the light was not on. He just switched it on. Suddenly, a spark came, whole house got burned down because they are constructed using wood. You see, then he said, luckily my life was saved because if you are not checking the switch, if you had occupied the house, then if it had happened, what could have happened there? And the report says these are common electrical fires normally take place here and there. So we have to always get it checked with proper electricians, etc. like that. That is the problem. So in this horoscope also, we have got, except the preliminary pages like this, all others are available empty to fill up by us. So either we can allow the planet to guide our destiny or steer our destiny, or we can modify using our own interest, willpower, whatever you call it, knowledge available, current resources, facilities available, all that we can make use of. So therefore, we can change it. So it is very important to apply the three monkeys rule in studying the books on astrology. Now, if you can take any book on astrology, particularly the books printed in England, maybe one book I can suggest is there is something like Dr. G.S. Kapoor, Gauri Shankar Kapoor. It is astrology, a book on astrology. So all the books are same only. So anyone you can take. This one I have seen compared to several other books. So there he will give this chapter wise. This is only a starting point. That is studying about the dasha, bhukti, antara, means period, sub-period, sub-sub-period, based on birth star and quarter on which a person is born. So this is one pattern of making predictions. So unless you have the book, for everything we cannot remember everything unless we keep on frequently going through it and doing this itself as the only subject of study and giving consultation for the people, etc., like that. Then we can remember. For example, there are cases where the persons will say they don't have date of birth. Then, by knowing their name, we can identify what is the is star. This is a star and quarter, and the sign in which born. This is works out if their parents have gone to an astrologer and asked him what name should be given to our child. Then he will refer to the pattern and suggest the particular name. For example, Govind Rao, Gopal Krishna, Govardhan, all names starting with Go. They belong to Satabisha. So there also it is Satabisha first quarter. That means it goes to Aquarius sign, like that. So what we have to do is collect the names of different friends, and there will be a table which will say the starting letter name is this is the star and quarter, and hence the sign he belongs to. So that also we can use for these purposes. So this book will contain several pages for each of these periods like this. Going through that, anything bad written, we have to ignore, pick up all the good things and write. This is one method of the prediction, making prediction. Second method is not based on the original horoscope, but the current position of the planets. If we can write the horoscope now, what is the current position? So there, because every planet is moving through different signs at different speeds, and they take different amount of time to pass through. During that period, they will produce some effect on the individual. That is called transit of planets. That is another method of prediction. So there, roughly, if we go back to this here you see, Sun currently where is he? He is in Aries. Maybe he has already traveled up to here. Something more days is there. So April 14th he entered here. So maybe after 30 days, May 13th or 14th, he will cross this place. So he takes maximum 30 days. So every sign, Sun in Aries, Sun in Taurus, Sun in Gemini, Sun in Cancer, like that, if you write, what will be the effect on the individual? There will be one paragraph. Similarly for Moon, this will be faster. It is every 2.25 days, what is happening? Next 2.25 days, what happened? Next 2.25 days, what happened? Like that it will be there. So there will be 12 paragraphs here, 12 paragraphs here, 12 paragraphs for this, like that. Every planet, there are 12 paragraphs. Now we have to collect that particular paragraphs, which depending on current position of the planets in the current horoscope. That means not the original horoscope, at the moment where they are located and what they will do, their effect on individual signs. We have to collect that. So here, if you don't want our prediction for next 2 days like that, then even every month something is there, you can ignore. What is more important is these things. 2.5 years, maybe 1 year, and 1.5 year, like that. So, what is more important is Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. Others are not. See this one, ascendant, every 2 hours it changes. Based on that, you can have several paragraphs in the book, but that is only for 2 hours. So we should not go back. That small things. Now, accurate analysis of inaccurate information is not useful. So we can concentrate on what happens because of the Jupiter right now passing through a particular sign compared to his position in the original horoscope. Similarly, what about the Saturn? Like that. Now, the Saturn, since it takes 2.5 years to travel through one sign, now wherever his birth sign is there, that is, birth sign is one in which the moon is there in the horoscope. So, in this example horoscope, moon was in Cancer. So, if the Saturn happens to be at Gemini or Cancer or Leo, that three signs which amount to 7.5 years, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, that is called Sadesati. That means that 7.5 years Saturn's influence will be there. So 2.5 years for one sign, and there are 12 signs. So 12 signs and 2.5 means it is 30 years. So normally maximum we can see it comes in the case of a individual about 3 times. The first time he will give some warning. Second time there will be punishment if righteous way of living is not employed. And third time, generally people will die if they have not modified their method of living. That is, those who live righteously will not be punished by the Saturn, all others will be punished. That is how it normally is used. Shall we stop here today for this program? So then there will be so many other things like this coming. So the book will have several chapters. From each chapter, the paragraph which is applicable to us have to be copied down. Then we have to use the three monkeys rule there, and total collection we have to write using it as a story outline. We have to write our own story, and then that becomes something like our journey of life. That is how we can study it.
Okay, Rameshji. So tomorrow, tell me about. Now I understood that. Okay, now about right now it is in the Saturn is there still May 21st. From Jupiter, it has gone to the Saturn,
Yeah.
the
So that one,
Chandradesha.
you have to get some book, some any book on astrology, either in English or Tamil or Malayalam, any language that you
Yeah,
speak.
that I may do later, but I would like you to tomorrow tell me about what are the things I
But
can
I have to
expect in
do
the.
the same exercise. See what happens.
Mm,
I am teaching all available subjects, all engineering subjects, mathematics, physics, chemistry, electrical engineering, computer programming, things like that. So I do not, if I am doing this so-called giving predictions to people, then I have to be fully devoted to only teaching one subject. Then entire thing will be in my mind always. But
mm.
it is not so. So we have to take any book. From the book, how to use that book, I am giving the idea, which they will not be telling. Okay. So by doing that, we can prepare our own predictions. And as I said, the user's handbook has got plenty of blank pages where if we don't write our future, then planets and stars will write them. So this, because this is known at the time of birth, even parents can also take care of. For example, there is break in education comes by going through this different topics, etc. Then from the date of birth, parents will have plenty of opportunity to identify a specific school, a specific teacher, to give special training to their child, so that that break in education can be avoided, and he may be made expert. So that is how I teach all subjects of mechanical aeronautical engineering. In just 24 hours, I will bring them from 0 to 63.2% in the qualifying examinations, so that they can say they have passed in first class. So that to pass up to first class level, it requires only 24 hours. But if you want to gain more marks further, then you say amount of time required is more, it will increase. To get a percentage, like if you get 96%, how much effort you are putting, maybe about 10 times you have to put to get 100%, like that. Initial interest, whatever is there in learning, if that is maintained, then the shortest time possible to reach 63.2% of the maximum value of marks in the qualifying examinations will be minimum. That is called time constant of a circuit in which a
Okay,
capacitor is
Rameshji.
charged through a resistor. Yeah,
Rameshji, now I
yeah,
have to talk to somebody else. Now, in your this one,
yeah.
this is what I would do or what I wouldn't do. That is
Ah,
a in the background of your slide, you are that in the background there's a plane, then the ocean and waves moving. That is usually a distraction. I don't use any of those things. Okay, yeah, that one will be a distraction. Anything that is moving in the background, that'll be a
ah.
distraction. So if you watch my slides, I don't use anything that is moving. Okay, so that is I thought of giving you that feedback. So what you want to do, that is up to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but my point, it is made clear to you, See, I am trying to make the subject clear, correct, complete,
No, no,
so
that's
that
fine. That's fine. That's fine. So we
we
will
want
meet
we want
tomorrow.
to
Tomorrow
steer
at 8:30.
we want to steer gnana towards vijnana and destroy agnana if present in society.
Okay. So tomorrow at 8:30. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
we can meet.
Good
We
night.
can meet.
Right.
So I
Good
will
night.
give the next topic tomorrow.
Okay. Good night.
Fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this program is brought to you by Matavara Do All Institute of Technology, the free virtual learning center for everybody. You can become an eminent scientist, an eminent professor, an eminent engineer, an eminent innovator in the shortest possible time and in the simplest possible way. You can learn free at any place. You can learn free at any time. You can learn free at any pace. Good luck, learners. Have a good day. To participate in this free virtual learning program, what you have to do is just send your name by email to x99 at yahoo.com, or you can send your name by WhatsApp to +91 98 440 27371, so that we will be able to send the Zoom link for joining the free virtual uh, meeting or session, so that you can learn almost any subject for any class. Particularly, we teach all subjects belonging to mechanical engineering as well as aeronautical engineering branches, plus all common subjects of all other branches and all other disciplines. So anybody from any place in the world can join this free, unique, and amazing opportunity to get the best out of these programs. So welcome viewers. Kindly spread this message through all your contacts, so that somebody in some corner of the world will get some benefit out of this free virtual learning opportunity provided by Matavara Dual Institute of Technology for improving the productivity in the journey of their own life during the remaining period of the journey of their own life. Thank you and goodbye.